All right then. Welcome everybody to the stream. Hope we're all having a good day. Let's jump into the game and get ourselves started. Last time, a couple days ago now, it's been a while since I've actually had a chance to play properly, but last time we got to level 112 and got that massive upgrade in gear. I think I still have the screenshot up somewhere of like my before and after, or at least I can see it after, but I think I still have my before somewhere around here. Is this it? Yeah. So looking at it, I think, yeah, we need to get our VIP. So looking at it, we've got our nice fancy gear. Our before was 36,000 morale. We're now at 49,000 near enough morale. So that's a good 13,000 increase in morale just from our gear. Armor has gone up by about 16,000. Vitality has gone up by about, 4,500, but we know that. Like, the main thing is health being the 12, 13,000. The tactical mastery has gone up by 10,000. My crit has gone up by about 18,000. I actually switched it so my tactical mastery went up by another 5,000. So it's at 5,000 here and like 20k here. But I was happily going to take the 2k off of here for the 5k on here. My incoming healing is the same, I think. Yeah, my resistance is obviously quite a bit higher because it's based off your armor, I think. And a few other things. My critical defense, however, is lower. But yeah, our healing does like 5,000, 11,000 just for a crit there. That's actually kind of insane. Honestly, a 10, that's like, wow. It's a lot of healing
Would you do something for
going
me?
on right there.
How can I be of service?
Yikes. But yeah, it's all good. All good. It's a fifth of our morale. And then obviously the rest can crit after that. I have some mail apparently. Game's gonna lag, of course it is. It's just okay, cool. And what else do we have? We have our Hobbit gift of the day and of the week. Too bad that that is absolutely useless, and also subsequently this is somewhat accidentally useless. So sad. The virtual experience, though, probably the most useful thing there, because I love being able to potentially increase... If I can increase my loyalty up, alright, I can get that morale increase, and maybe go over that. Don't like dwarf candles? No. I know they're so useful. I actually think, yeah, we did say our current gear is better. We actually lose tactical mastery, but we gain will and vitality, but we also have an essence slot on all of this stuff. I got up quite a lot extra on the tactical mastery front, but we're at 160 now against 112 enemies.
What do you need?
Only problem is we are actually not even fighting 112 enemies. We're actually attacking... Oh, I need to go... this is kind of annoying. Oh, I knew what I was going to do. Yeah, I remember. A little bit awkward, but at least I remember where we were. In terms of everything. I need to move that one over. So we did also get our Starlit Crystals to max now, so that's fun. And I also think I maxed out my Fury of Storm damage. I have yet to actually get the Heritage Runes for that, because I actually haven't had a chance to properly play since we did that. But got Dwarf Candles as well. Yeah, they're clearly one of the most useful items in the game. That's right, yeah. Hey, we made it to Erebor. We can finish the stream now. That's what I said, right? Onwards to Erebor. You know, we're in Erebor. It's fine. Very clearly a conspiracy against everybody that finds them not very useful. I guess actually, now that I've got, a lot of tiers to go up on here, I should probably stop gaining experience in my my Runekeeper satchel and just prioritize this. We could do a Halls of Crafting run, but I also don't want to keep doing those too often. Let's see. Palpadol, still level 80. Damn. Do be like that.
What do you want?
Do I need to go Felaggoth? Or yeah. Ah, I remember. Yeah, we died with the Bjorning. I maybe I'm not mocking you per se. I was more trying to work out if I can send you that level 81 jewelry yet. So that's more what I was double checking. It's nice that you assume I'm gonna mock you. I can mock you if you want. It's up to you. Right, I think Mirkwood... Yeah, you do count. Cool. But yeah, I'm thinking... today, we're gonna... I mean, you're not wrong. But it's like... playful mocking. Banter. Don't mean it in a mean way. But, yeah, as I was saying, I'm thinking about tomorrow. Because I'm not working tomorrow. The reason I didn't stream, like... I think, what, Wednesday night? I can't remember what day it was I didn't stream. Was it last night I didn't stream? I think it was last night I didn't stream. Wednesday I did stream. Or, no, yeah, Wednesday was last night. So I didn't stream last night because I was working. But tomorrow I actually have the day off because of that. And I was thinking about potentially... we might go back to Feyrand and start leveling him up again. Up to 65. But I'm not sure. Because that's a long stream and then we can actually like spend a significant amount of time on him. And get those upgrades. And our legendary weapon should be fine as well because we've got a level 60 first stage that's maxed out. But also at the same time I spent a lot of time on that first stage. So I don't know if I want to like go to 65 without putting it to use. But I think it might just have to be the way things go. For the minute. Which is fine. We just won't worry about the raiding stuff. Want to see me start from level 1 and then overtake you again. The problem is I don't have a class that I haven't played now. I have one of each class already, and that was the reason I started like it all, is because I wanted one of each class and I didn't have a warden, and I thought, hey, this is perfect for the completionist thing. I mean, we'll do it when Brawler comes out. Missing the start areas. I mean, you can always make a new character, right? I mean, they've got character slots on sale at the moment. Pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think I'd be starting another official character that isn't a Bjorning at the moment until Brawler comes out. Which I think... Isn't there supposed to be a new beta coming out? Hey, how we doing? But, yeah, I'm not really worried about that too much. I'm going to try and not get completely wrecked this time by this instance. I've left this Bjorning alone for like 3 days now. So sad. I don't know. We could play my captain at some point, because he's my weaponsmith, but he's like level 20 or something, but he hasn't done anything. So maybe I could not restart him because I don't want to reset my crafting, but I could start doing some more leveling with him. I'm doing good. Just finished work. Had a little bit of an early finish today. Unfortunately, I had an early finish, but my bus was late. So, oh wait, what? I saved, did I skip? Oh,
Deep within Mirkwood.
My Lore Master is maxed out Scholar, though. So that's another thing. The only characters that are not maxed out in their respective things is Erinmer, the Bjorning, who is probably my lowest tier thing at the minute, Akar, the Metalsmith, and who is a Norian Metalsmith currently. And the last one is Tareen, the Captain. But I do have Vokdra, who is Guardian already. Right, we shouldn't get so wrecked by these guys. I am gonna like. I was thinking about playing like Ingria and stuff, the Lore Master, like properly at some point. Because I need to gear him up because he's like 30 something, and I do need to gear him up. Speaking of gearing up, why is all my alt stuff not okay? I'm gonna load that for all characters. I'm gonna load it now, but where's all my other stuff? I'll do that. I don't know why this is reset. It's not a huge deal. I mean, I guess I can just have that on all characters. It's kind of weird why that's happened. Maybe something to do with Wednesday's update? Huh. How very peculiar. Yeah, I think we'll go back to Feyrand at some point, maybe tomorrow, and just spend a bit of time with him, because not that I'm getting tired of Palpatine, but I also understand that it's all I've done, and for like the last week or two, and I know when I was doing Reneborn repetitively, it kind of got a little bit, well, repetitive and boring in some cases. So I think it's just good to occasionally have a bit of a change. Oh, that heal. That heal is insane. I basically can heal my entire morale up in one shot. Well, technically it's Friday already for you, right? It's Friday in 2 minutes for me. So it was a Friday 58 minutes ago for you. But yeah, ultimately I was asked, hey, do you want to do Wednesday night instead of Friday night? And I was like, yeah. I will happily take a Wednesday night, finishing at 10, over a Friday night where I finish at midnight. So that's good, I think. It's gone up to some extras, which is nice. Tactical Master Rank? Ooh, that could be something we do chuck on, though. 40-hour stream confirmed? No. I am still a little bit tired from work. So I will be sleeping at some point, and then we'll do a couple hours on stream, and then sleep, and then obviously me. That too. Even occasionally. Langhar is so confused. Is it just like they've knocked out Langhar, or is Langhar just broke? Hello? Warden's Club of the Third Age. Get rid of that. Warden's Club just feels wrong. Just feels like something that shouldn't be allowed to happen. I need to start clearing my inventory a bit more. Like, all this stuff can go, pretty sure. Because it's all worse than what I have. All the essence slot stuff. Which is fun. And, yeah, we can just have a bit more of a clear inventory. I'm not even sure what I want to do with this Raider Mark 1. I think I said I'll give it to you, Ghost, but gotta level up first. I'll see if I can outlevel Palpatine, or Palpadult rather, on Ingria. That's fine. teasing you. See, this is the thing. You want me to make characters, and then when I level them, you say you're gonna quit, and then I don't wanna. Don't wanna do that. My ultimate goal of Palpatine is to beat Lindral in a spa. That's my ultimate goal. Lindral will never fight Palpatine. Okay, maybe how about this? Get more morale than Lindral. And that will be difficult considering you have morale boosting essences on there, which I gave you. No, I think you actually get more morale per vitality than Lawmaster, Runekeeper does. I could be wrong, but it's not all equal. Actually, let's have a look. I'll try. Vitality. Hunter gets 4, Runekeeper gets 4. So we both get the same amount of morale per vitality. Though I do have quite a significant amount of Ithilhan shards that I can use to make my essences. So that should be fancy. Because there's no time limit on shards or on essences. So, yeah. Gonna go just buy a bunch. I kind of want to just fight these guys real quick. So I'm gonna wait for myself to heal, and then I'm just gonna totally fight this lot with when this is also done. And then if I die, I'll just be sad. To be fair, if I do this, and I've got 12 seconds in which that my healing is already fine. I have died before in this very instance. I need to remember that this skill exists because it's insane the damage can be. There we are. We just want that extra experience considering I'm very close to this being done. But I am the stronger force. Okay, good thing I was actually here already. Okay, so that's upgraded our... That's 300,000 experience. But also 9,000 item experience, which is so little. Okay, so this is actually 115 gear, which is better than what I have. Outgoing healing, we do lose crit, but we gain outgoing healing and Light of Erendil. And okay, we'll go for it. That's the thing. I'm gonna get so many. I'm gonna get so many like 115 gear that I cannot use. I mean, how much did that put you up to? So if you were level 1, right, and got 312,000 experience, it would put you up to level 29. If you were level 9, it would also have you at level 29. It's weird to think that it is 9,000 experience, no, 7,000 experience to get up to level 10. Like, that just doesn't seem like a lot. Every time I kill an enemy, I'm basically leveling to level 11 from nothing. It's just a weird way to look at things like that. And then if you had another, if you were level 29 and then got another 300k experience, you'd only go up to level 35. Vela, thank you for the follow there. Much appreciated. Let's hope. Right, okay. I'm gonna take the level 115 questy quest off, which is the one that gives me the armor. Okay. So help him to gather his... So I've only got to do Scattered in the Forest. I don't actually have to do the others. Wow, that is a lot of quest rings. That is an insane amount of quest rings. I can't even see me barely. Yikes. It'd be weird going back onto Faerun. I've just thought. It's been a while since we've, like... We should be fine, because we are, like, basically maxed out stats. What level do you think Runekeeper comes really fun? I don't think I've had any not fun parts of it. I think if when it levels up is when you get, like, the Rune Stone. Because until then, you just... At the very beginning, you have to kind of use your fire and frost as well. So your runestone down here, which is, I think, level, like, 25, 30-ish. You can get this as early as that, I think. Could be wrong. Depends on how you do your skill things as well. But normal stats. I think it's, like, 27, 30-ish. Secondly will be Vivid Imagery. Vivid Imagery is probably my favorite skill currently in the game, possibly. Certainly my favorite skill on the Runekeeper. But possibly my favorite skill just generally. Just something about it. It's just really fun. Just that just feels very strong and also is actually very strong. So yeah. Gallant Display. I don't even know what that is. Is that a Guardian thing? Why do I assume that's a Guardian thing? Or a Captain, rather. It's like the two characters that I don't know. Gallant Display. Your Gallant Display raises your fellowship's morale. Subsequent uses will increase the cost amount healed. An attack that heals the fellowship. 134% of main hand plus bonus damage. Yikes. Ah, fair enough. I mean, I haven't actually had a proper chance to still play through my captain, and I did make a captain. I do have a captain. I think he's blue, possibly. Could be wrong. We all know what the best emote is. The best emote is Sword Salute. Clearly. Maybe not the best one, but I do love that emote. That's wrong skill. Wrong button. Ground roll, Warden Force, March move speed. What about Bjorning? What is it 38%? Because it's 30% for Find the Path, 38% for Forced March, right? Isn't it like 50% on Guardian, though? I guess only for a brief time compared to constantly. Yeah. It's funny because my Guardian that I've been playing on somewhat properly, or was, I haven't really played them in a while. I did some missions with them recently, but is a Hobbit, and I swear you feel so much faster being a Hobbit when you're doing the whole running thing. But yeah, I just had to real quick do my my missions to try and get some Starlight Crystals. That was the plan. To get my imbued up. How dare you? Might even get the Slayer done. The lower tier Slayer. Why are those giving me more? The bucks are giving me more than the enemies give me in terms of experience. That's insane. Oh wow, I'm almost maxed out as well. That did not take long. I guess when you're getting like 10k per kill, It doesn't take that long to get up 30k a level. Right, I'm very lost in terms of where... I'm like on the outskirts of where I need to be. Scarred tree. For some reason I keep reading it as sacred tree and it really throws me off. I don't know why. Cool. This is the sort of time I wish I could have a little bit of a zoom in. Like, that is just a mess of quest rings. That makes no sense to me. I cannot use that to kind of guide where I'm going. I sort of can, but not very well. So I wish there was like a zoom of some sort that would make me be able to just zoom into this area and see that quest ring. So I feel like I'd actually be able to use the map. I'm kind of having to just run around pressing delete and hoping it goes somewhere I need it to. Ooh, fancy. I wanted to learn Lure. I don't know. I haven't had the time. But I also feel like I think for me, I'm the sort of person who, to learn something, to learn it, I'd have to have a project, right? I wouldn't be able to learn it for the sake of learning it. I'd have to learn it by doing something with it. I'd have to be like, I want to make this. I will learn how to make this. And then sort of use that as my baseline of experience. And then work on that. Now this is looking a bit more familiar because I've done these quests. And then I realized there are people far more talented than I. So probably just leave that one for a bit. Oh, I should also do... oh, that was very laggy. What is that? Oh, that's... I was about to say, is that Brawler? I'm not necessarily speedrunning. I just think you don't actually spend that long in Mordor, really, to be honest. It just kind of jumps suddenly. I was like 109. Like, a majority of Mordor, it feels like, is just the running about. And because I had unlocked all the Stable Masters properly, I just kind of jumped between all of them, so it felt a lot quicker. And then it just sends you, like, you go to 109, then you jump to 112 quests, and you do a couple of, like, instances, and then you're suddenly outside going to, you know, Dol Amroth, and, not Dol Amroth, sorry, like, Southern Mirkwood into, what's it called, Dol Guldur, and then breaking that down, and then you're suddenly in Erebor, you know? Because even as the Black Book of Mordor, it doesn't actually... Yeah, a lot of it doesn't take part. I mean, you do go back for Besiege and I think a few other things. But we weren't doing all the side content. Because I was looking to get gear upgrades and then go back later. Which we now have. Still feel like we're taking a little while to kill them, but we are underleveled. So, wow. Anybody want to make a lure program to fix the lag? I assume I am the only one. Yeah, I've only done the epic part of Mordor. I haven't done... I've done a few side content things, but I've mostly just did the epic. Which is why I'm under-leveled currently. But yeah, does anybody want to make a lure thing that stops the lag? I don't know if I just need to like reinstall it. It's just, I feel like a chat window should not cause me to lag, you know? I can understand if there's a lot going on the screen, but me opening a backpack and just getting a few items that aren't already in my inventory should not lag my game. And I don't really understand it. I'm not sure how noticeable it is on stream, but like, let's have a look at my FPS. Right, let's FPS. All right. I went to like 2 FPS for a second. I think I was like 8.9 FPS, and I don't understand why. Look, 100, 110, 120, 8.7. It's almost as if, because when you click out the game, it goes down to 17, 18 frames, or whatever, right? 18 FPS, near enough. It's almost like it's being clicked out of and back in. I mean, that is one thing that could be happening, right? Using my Windows XP laptop. I actually need to look into something about, not Windows XP, but Windows 7. There's a computer at work that I just want to buy. So you know you can like buy super cheap SSDs now, but they're still like faster than hard drives, right? I wanna. There's a computer at work in my department that is it's like a Core 2 Duo. I think it was a Core 2 Duo, 4 gigs of RAM, and like a, just a regular hard drive. And yeah, basically, I just wanted to put like an SSD in it to speed up the thing. So I'm thinking about just buying one that's like 10 quid. I know it's my own money, but like, it's also my department. It'll make my life easier. But then I gotta be careful, because I think I can't like upgrade to Windows 10. Because I think the software that we use breaks in Windows 10, which sucks. And then I can't change the computer. I can't change the computer because I need the like, I think I need serial ports, which is a bit of a pain. I mean, ultimately the computer's only made for one thing. To click a start and a stop button. It doesn't even press the stop button, actually. The start button sets off a timer, and then it stops at the timer finishing. But I feel like when it's just lagging by a, like, running Windows, maybe it's time to have a little bit of an upgrade. It's running an E7500, which is an LJ775 socket. So I was thinking about buying was it a Core 2 Quad or whatever it would be, a Q6600, possibly. And then upgrade the RAM to like 8 gigs or something. Plus an SSD would probably refresh it like well enough. Come on. I'm kind of surprised how much of a beating I'm still taking. I feel like I would have died multiple times if I still had my old, essentially, still some 95 gear. Yeah, Core 2 Quad. Q9550. 1358. I'll buy a Xeon for £6. That's what I'll do. Clearly, that workload needs a Xeon. Come on. Please. Please. So I need to find one of each, and then I need to destroy a few more dens. So it's taken us a little while, but at least we're kind of getting through it. So we should only have one more of everything now, which is nice. And our legendary is maxed out once again. But that's like actually maxed out up to full, so that's fine. What are the Cap of Evergleam for? Cap of Even Gleam, sorry. Is this the Herbalist? Or is this the... Anorian Cook. Or Daggerlad, so Host of the West stuff. Okay. Probably not too useful for me. I guess it would be good to keep and chuck on my, like, Cook, right? Because if I'm going to be doing... Ultimately, I think... I don't know. I'm not sure if this will be everybody, but ultimately I want all my characters to be completionists. So, like, everything completed on everybody in the end. But that also will allow me on at least Feyrand to just, like, immediately complete everything that needs completing. Would at least be the hope. But still with Feyrand, we're going to go level cap. So I think level 65 should be possible tomorrow if we do that. Or today, I guess. Well, I mean, ultimately, like, if I've already got all 10 classes available, I don't really at this point have much need to be making new classes, right? Or new characters until Brawler comes out. The only reason I'm making new classes and characters is to open loot boxes and get the enhanced XP supplies and Slayer accelerators. Because if it was just, if my ultimate goal was get every character to 130, I could probably do that by, I don't know, the end of next year. If I properly focus on it. Probably even well before the end of next year. And then I'd have, like, nothing else to do. You know, obviously new content would come out, but doing all the available content now is going to take a lot more time than just, you know, completing the next expansion. No, not all 50. I just mean the 10 main classes. Because I only have one, like, my main characters are 10, my 10, you know, my hunter, my captain, my champion, etc., etc. 25 of those are just Bjornings, and those are just there to eventually switch out and make into another 25, which I was supposed to be doing this week, but I didn't get a chance to. And I don't really have the time to do it tomorrow. I guess if I stream normal time tomorrow, or only a little bit early, I could probably get a couple of them. Because the majority of the... So, it's probably not that difficult. It actually isn't that difficult to get my Bjornings to 20. Especially if I only get one of them to 20 and not 25. It doesn't actually take that long. The longest thing, ultimately, is doing the intro. So what I like to do is just do the intro on all the characters in one go, so I have them made, and then do the actual farming. It was even easier before, because previously it was just triple experience because of the double XP thing, which is when I should have really done it, but I didn't. I was thinking about seeing how easy it is to get them to 40, because if I can get them to 30, I can get what is it? Gift of... of the hero, I think. So if I get them to level 10, I get the enhanced XP supply and the Slayer Accelerate for 30 minutes. If I get them to 30, I get 25% mark acquisition for 90 minutes, which could help with, like, you know, if I'm doing stairs, you know, I could do that and a couple of, like, I could do some instances and stuff and get a load of marks. And then level 40 gives me another enhanced XP supply, and it also gives me a 60-minute Slayer Accelerator plus another 25 minutes marks thing.
I have slain goblins today. Can
Hey,
you
thanks
say
for the
same?
raid. Much appreciated. Hope we're all having a good day. Hope we had a good stream and everything.
You there, stranger. I would speak with you.
Hey, what do we just level up? Elves of Velagoth. We are known to them. We, oh, and I got to Thranduil. Thranduil? Where is he? What? What? Oh, he's going to be in the thing. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I'm clever. So I think... Where's my... Ah, so the Superior Shoes of Bard's Honor, which obviously we need to get to level 115 for. I need to just kind of hold this level 115 gear in my inventory, which is getting a bit too full for my liking. Will I die if I jump off here? How to get tier 4 REM stream? Hey Ghost, you can use the VOD to work out how to do Remachant. I'm trying to... I haven't done Remachant personally, but we want to get a tier 1 completed for Ghost. I'm not as fussed, but we want to get tier 1 done for Ghost. And he's a little bit scared, I think. Hey, thanks for the follow as well. Tier 4 will be different than tier 1 though. So, I mean, if you can understand tier 4, I'm sure you can understand tier 1. I could have probably done it by now, but I want to do, like, my first Remachant raid on stream, and also I kind of want to wait for you to be okay for a Ghost. Nice. I mean, I'm sure that, like, there's enough people that know significantly more than I do that I could probably join a 12-man and just not do very well, but still, like, pass through and be fine. Oh, I guess from someone that may know more than me. Okay, so you know the armor, right? You know you can, the armor that you can buy, the embers. Do you have to, what, let's say the tier 1 bit. What do you need to complete that? Do you just need to kill each boss and complete the thing? Is it just basically complete the raid and you've completed the tier 1 thing to buy the armor, and subsequently same for tier 2 and tier 3? Because I tried looking up on the wiki, but there's no page for it, so I'm actually still confused. Because basically, the only thing that Ghost wants is the cosmetic. I don't think he cares about the... Okay. Because there's a cosmetic... So the tier 1 have warrior's helm thingy, whatever. It's not the set bonus stuff, but it's just the... It's just... Yeah, it's not set bonus stuff. It's just the... regular gear. Ghost really wants the helmet that looks like this. Which doesn't look like this. It just looks like this because it's bugged when you've got this cloak on. How do I fix this? Oh, I've got to get rid of the hood. How do I... Wait, is that a full set? Oh, it's so weird. Where is it? This helmet. Just wants to look like that. That's a really weird thing that it does that, though. It's really weird that it breaks. Now we're on Evernight. I mean, I've said that Ghost... We could probably get away with just joining a 12-man and just flubbing our way through it. But yeah, I didn't know if there was like a special deed you had to do, because as I said, the wiki actually doesn't have a page for that deed or whatever. sad. I really want to join eventually a stairs thing and just have Palpatine. Palpatine, the Lightning Runekeeper. It's weird how this was a joke character that is now my 3rd highest character in the game. I'd say arguably my 2nd highest because my mini isn't actually really a character I play.
I learned of something surpassingly strange.
Okay, so that was just a completion of that. Spies in the forest. Let's go all the way back. Oh, actually... Tier 1 should be faster though, because less health and
I would speak with you.
everything like that, right? Less phases, mechanics. I would have thought. Or I'm
Let
talking
us
complete
speak then,
garbage.
you and I.
Travel skills. I need to be level 15. Well, that's kind of annoying. And you have to be acquainted with Men of Dale. I can afford it, though. Oh, okay. Bind on Acquire, though. I want Lord of Streams as a title. But I want it on Feyrand. I think me leveling this character so much has made me want to, like, actually level up Feyrand. Because he's a DPS. It'd be nice to have a DPS character. Okay, that is a nice will increase. Assuming the Dale stuff will be agility, which it will be. Very nice. Very nice. Right, let's get out of here. Do we think we can get 113 tonight? Maybe. I feel like something happens at 113, but I can't remember what it is. I think 114 is an extra trait point. It's every 3rd level to 115, so it's like 108, 111, 113. Right? Or 114. Is it 114? Oh, I don't. I think it's 114, and then 115 is just 115. And then you get one at 120 as well. That was another thing I was thinking about doing tomorrow, is if we don't do Feyrand, instead I was thinking about going back and actually doing the Rohan, doing the Rohan class trait deeds, because I've only got 1 out of 5. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty cool, I'd say. I mean, considering how old it is, I still think it holds up pretty well. There's a couple grievances I have, but that's more limitations of its creation, I think. Like the whole single core thing, and the fact that my game lags whenever someone puts too much in chat. I think that's just a me computer issue. You know? I haven't seen anybody else have that issue. So I literally do think it's my computer just being a bit special. A year ago. Damn. I probably would have just been in this area like a year ago. No. Kinda. So you've got this area, and then you've got Ered Mithrin after this, and then you've got kind of Wells of Langflood, and then you've got Elderslade, and then the next expansion is going to be past here. So I'm on a level 115 quest. I'm still 15 levels under the max in terms of questing. My character itself is 18 levels under max. So there's still quite a ways to go. Dimral Dale. There's a lot of places. Couldn't even tell you where that is. Not yet. That's kind of... I just haven't had much time to kind of put into the streaming of it. Because I've been doing a lot of night streams. Just due to work and stuff. I feel like I want big day streams where we can get a lot done. Fall of Khazad-dûm. I haven't done that yet either. Believe it or not, the only raid I have ever done is Rift, which we 3-manned. I was pretty proud of that, actually. We started with like 6 of us, and then by the end it was only 3 of us, and we still won. Still beat it. I was very proud of us for that. Took us a while. Took us a couple of hours, but... Game Maker's Toolkit. Let's see. I'm being attacked. I don't like this place. Once we get out of here. Yeah, I made that video. And I continued on a regular schedule directly after. Definitely. Didn't not upload for like 3 months. It's weird though. I've kind of, my priority kind of ended up being switched at some point. I used to always say that I would rather get a video done than stream. And then I just sort of started streaming more often, and then my brain kind of just switched suddenly, and I was like, I'd rather stream than do a video at the minute. But also because like the regular series got put on technically hiatus until Gundabad. I think that also kind of was a catalyst for that. My problem is I spend a load of time editing, and then I get a video done, and then I kind of have like almost editing burnout for a bit, and then I kind of forget that I need to edit, because I kind of forgot that I had to do a free-to-play video at some point. Oops. Alright, have a good one. Because yeah, I totally forgot the next free-to-play video is Beyawning, which we totally didn't unlock like 6 months ago. Yeah. I will probably do that today then, actually. I was on a good schedule. I started scheduling out my days, and then my work got hectic and stuff. I will, actually. I'm going to stop the stream right now. Right this minute. Just need to hope that I don't have any of the issues. When I've been editing recently, I've just been having random crashes. And yeah, which happened after I had that weird GPU issue. So I'm not actually sure. Maybe it's to do with that. That could be actually it. Maybe there's something else with my GPU. Maybe I broke my GPU. Huh. Yeah, I did a complete uninstall of all my drivers. I used DDU to get rid of all my display drivers and stuff, because I literally could not. My computer would not work properly. It would run at like 1 hertz on my screen and everything like that. I'm using a 2070 Super and 9700K, I think. Yeah, 9700K, 32 gigs RAM, 2070 Super. And that's why I'm like, I shouldn't be, you know, I shouldn't be like stuttering so much. I just had one stream where like my GPU just like died. And I had to like completely uninstall everything. Like if it's weird. Like I updated my computer because I used to have a 1060. In my old computer is a 7700K and a 1060. I don't think my performance has ever increased. I think it's exactly the same as it always was. I feel like I've overshot significantly. I do think that's why I always say it's probably partially on my side, but also I think there's just limitations to the game engine. A lot of the time, because it's still like single core, right? So that's certainly not going to be helping. Come on, game. Okay, I think I'm going to have to backtrack my entire effort. Because for the longest time, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stick with Intel. Because single core performance makes sense. For a game that's single core, mostly. But at this point, I'm like, I should just go Ryzen. But now I gotta like buy a new motherboard as well. It's like just kind of annoying. I've been so tempted recently just to buy a new laptop. My laptop is still running like a 2nd gen i3. I do not use it for like anything. I think it's got like a 2320M in it or something. 2330M. And I'm just like, hey, I should get like... I've been seeing some like laptops on sale that are like, you know, either i7s or i5s. 11th gen, or like I've seen like a Ryzen 5, I think, with like either 1650s or 2060s. I'm like, I should probably do that. Oh no, 3060s, sorry. I was like, I can find something that's in theory more powerful than my current computer in a laptop. I know it doesn't directly translate over, but I'm just like, but I feel like I'm very hesitant with buying a laptop compared to computer parts. Because it's one big purchase compared to when I build a computer, I can buy like bits at a time and slowly put it together. So it just kind of feels a bit more daunting. You have to be really sure. This place makes me so lost and I hate it. Forests in games. Terrible for me. Alright. Ooh, I've just had a really good idea. Not for stream. Well, technically for stream. Huh. But not for, like, Lotro streams. I don't know if that makes sense. How do I even get up this place? I'm so lost. What do you want to do, Ghost? What do you want to do? Let me know what you really want. Tell me what you want. What you really want to do. Honestly, might get on my war steed soon. I'm trying to get up here, but you have to, like, go around. And I was literally here a minute ago, so it's not like it's impossible. See, the annoying thing about the map being flat, but this being a very somewhat mountainous place. A very somewhat. That's consistent. Joe, I have technically, not even technically, well, I guess technically, I've technically never been to the hairdressers, which is fun. I feel like I wouldn't be able to go to a hairdresser's. Get my hair cut. My sister is a hairdresser. Like, she's a trained hairdresser. So my sister cuts my hair, which is fine, because it's essentially the same. I just don't pay. I pay in helping her out and whatever. But also then it's consistent, and I always have the same person, and I'd be like, the same as last time, and then gives us a chance to also catch up on occasion, as well. And yeah, I just feel like I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to sit there talking to what is, in theory, at least to start with, an absolute stranger. You know? I'd just be like completely silent. Okay, this is starting to drive me crazy. Not gonna lie. I don't even know how to get up here. This is so dumb. Okay, I'm gonna try wall steeding. It's not gonna work. I think you might have to go around this way. Or I might be able to choose it going this way. That's a big fat no. Let's see though. But also having to go like out to get my hair dressed. My hair dressed? My haircut compared to like either being at mine or my sister's. Yeah, I don't know. Also, my haircut is really quick, so I feel like I'd just be constantly there, which I guess would sort of help, but also not. Okay, I'm seriously possibly gonna go crazy. This is gonna take absolutely forever. I hate it. It's basically what I thought I would do. My amazing idea. You know how I always talked about, like, jokingly about streaming at work? But, like, not at work, not, like, while I'm working, but when I was doing my, like, maintenance on my department stuff, like, off shift, right? I always said the Wi-Fi was really bad. What if I just get, like, a range extender? And then just IRL streams. I see nothing wrong with this. I feel like if I had to just get a normal haircut, though, I probably just would grow my hair out and just be like, I don't want to go. Just leave it like it is. Just let it grow. I'm going to go insane from this quest. Cat stream. My cats don't really come in my room anymore. They're very intermittent about it. Like, I'll be at work and, like, I normally leave my door open because then if they want to come in, they can just, like, go on the bed. But they always go on the windowsill. One of my cats right now will not get the message where I'm like, she runs in and then jumps up on my desk and then jumps to my lap and then sits down. But then I, like, I don't know, I put her, like, on the floor because, you know, she's getting in my way. And, you know, she'll sort of look outside the door and then just immediately turn around, jump back onto my lap. I'm like, do you not get what I'm trying to tell you? You're not picking up what I'm putting down? He sleeps in my window next to my computer. I always get terrified because I've got like a hard drive reader thing on top of my computer that's plugged in. Because basically, for some of the VODs for the stream VODs, I put them on a hard drive, like a 4 terabyte hard drive for like storage, and then when I need them, I put them on my SSD for editing up from. And so that I've got faster speeds, but I've also got bulk storage on the actual like hard drive. And one of them is in there right now because I've been doing that with a few of my VODs and stuff. And every time he jumps up onto that computer, I am petrified he's going to knock it down. I think we found it. Because I think I was just mixing it up, and I assumed it was kind of like where Redagust is later, but that's in Scarhold. Or near Scarhold. Ah, yes.
Any friend of the prince is friend to me also.
Defeat
Lad,
foes.
We will slay these beasts.
I'll also, like, with that cat, put her on my bed as I'm about to go. And before I get to, like, I'll, like, put her on my bed because I'm about to, like, I don't know, shut the computer down. She'll run over and then sit back on my lap. But once she eventually gets the message, it's very nice. I lay in bed. She snuggles up next to me between my arm. Very nice. Does that count as a phone? Don't know. Okay, why are you broke? Please don't be broke. I got worried about it the other day because she was sat on my lap and her head just kind of went limp, almost. And but it wasn't like fully, but I was like, oh my god, what just happened? Like I zoned out for a second and suddenly her head is like, as if she's just completely, like suddenly fallen asleep. And I went to look at her and she just like, was fine. But I have no idea what happened. Yeah, I have no idea what happened. So weird. Okay, cool. So many people doing stairs. I swear people do these stairs runs. Yeah, that's why I just had to chalk it up to her being tired. Because she was like, her eyes were like very like shut. Which made me worried for a bit, but then I realized she just like yawned. I was like, ah, fair. It was like 4 a.m. Okay. Yeah, so many people running these stairs while I'm not logged into Reneborn. Complex, thank you for the follow. Alright, let's not get super lost. It's like 1 a.m. It's 54 minutes past midnight. It's not 1 a.m. yet. It's alright. You should probably go to sleep. Don't do what I've been doing and staying up till like 6 a.m. recently. It's not good for you, believe me. I just kind of like play for a bit and then realize it's suddenly 6 a.m. and I'm like, oh yeah. And then I'm half tempted to just ride it out and be like, is there a point in going to sleep now? Because then I'll wake up super late. I woke up at 2 today. And then I had to get ready and get my bus, which was like 2:30. Which actually was 20 to 3 today because it just was bad. Yeah, I start at 4 on a night, but then I have to leave at 2:30 to get there in time. And I left at 2:30 and I was still late today. That was fun. My bus literally stopped at every single stop. And then we're just, you know, it goes past a school. And then they were like, oh, I've lost my bus card. Can I still get on? And then there was like just 20 people every stop, I swear. Probably the worst it's been. And I don't really understand why. Like, nothing special has happened. Like, holidays are over. Everybody's not touristy at the minute, so they can kind of be away. Like, I think they're allowed on, yeah. To be fair, I was like looking at my phone. No, it's just, yeah. I live right next to this secondary school I went to. I was still late sometimes. But I think once you're super close, you get... I think once you're super close, somewhere you kind of, like, overestimate, like... Or underestimate how long it would take to get there, in a sense. I live literally 3 minutes, a 3-minute walk away from the school I went to. But then I had to cross a bus. So technically, there's two sides of it, and then you cross a bridge to go to, like, the main site. So it took me maybe, like, 5 minutes to get to school. I was still late some nights. Some days. Some nights. If I'm going at night, then I'm definitely late. But, yeah, I was still late some days. Don't know why. I think I just started pushing it more and more. I was like, I don't need to leave. What am I going to do for the first, like, half an hour? I got nothing to do.
How has the prince fared on your journey?
Apparently, I was talking to someone I worked with today, and they were saying there was one of the bus drivers just let everybody on without, like, worrying about their fares or their tickets or anything one time. I think it was maybe something up with their system, so I can kind of understand it then. But now, one of my least favorite areas in Mirkwood. You overestimate how little sleep you need. I feel like I'm just oversleep too much recently. I'm very good at if I need to be up at a certain time, I will be up by then. What's that? Something in the game not spawning until after? Or not spawning at the correct time? Never. Like, if I need to... Whenever I've needed to be up early, like 6 o'clock... There's times I've had to be up at 6 o'clock to leave, to go, you know, on a trip or to work. Or I think this one time I went to Switzerland, I had to be up at, like, 6 a.m. to get the bus. Or get the coach, sorry. I'm fine. I'll wake up in time. I'm fine for that. I am terrible if I do not have something I need to be up for. I will oversleep. No matter what. It's terrible. I remember this area being really difficult, so we'll see how I fare with my my good old gear. I actually want to find, because it shouldn't be too difficult to actually find this, but I want to find the episode where I came through here, and I want to see what level I was, and kind of maybe see what my gear was like. I think that could be fun. I also need to play some Tar Valard, because I think my plan for Tar Valard, possibly, is... I was thinking... I don't know what to do. I maybe might do a poll on YouTube or something. But I'm thinking about either using Tar Valard of Evernight as Tar Valard of Arkenstone's replacement for Gundabad. At which point I've got to level him up to 130, get all his virtues sorted, and then get his gear. And then we'll just have to say, like, you know, we'll do it on stream, obviously, but, like, do the Deeding episodes, kind of, and get him geared up and do some stairs runs and whatever. Ready for Gundabad. Or do I just go on to Arkenstone every time I want to do an episode? Or what more than likely will end up being a stream edited down, hopefully. I think I might just do Arkenstone, just because everything's ready there. I don't know, I just really wish I could transfer from Arkenstone to Evernight. Yeah, I'd come back with a house full of diamonds. No, but I think ultimately Tar Valard was supposed to be not stream only, video only. So even when I did Epic Battles is the only time I ever did anything like that. And I always put Stone the Tortoise on, and I opened the box on video. So I would keep the boxes and then open them on video. And go through it and, like, say that I've done it. But that was the only thing I ever did off camera. But I don't know how I feel about, like... Because I can get Tar Valard back to him. I can get Tar Valard to 130. I can get the same gear. I could potentially just have a special episode where we just go through all the gear that we upgraded and all the virtues and stuff. And explaining that, like episode 601. And then 602 can just be its, like, you know, Gundabad. Or 601's intro or something. And maybe we'll just get the virtues to be the same. But we can do the same. We can do virtues with missions, so it doesn't really count. We can do more virtues without worrying about doing the deeds. So I guess there's that. I just feel like that would be easier because I have better crafters on here and I can craft more. Like everything but woodworker, metalsmith, and weaponsmith is now maxed Minas Ithil. So I think I should be able to get away with it. We'll have to see. Right, I'm gonna quickly run off for a second. Give me a mo. I'll be right back. And we'll continue on. Be back in a moment. Right, we're back. I know they're gone, but yes, the last episode was actually should have been before missions. Was a thing, so that's interesting. Always interesting. So I also makes me wonder. I kind of want to go on Arkenstone and check, but I'll probably do that in my own time because I don't want to, on stream be betraying Evernight as Ghost may see it. But I might log on at some point and just maybe compare what my gear looks like compared to, missions gear. Like that's 2 earrings, 2 rings, and legs and gloves, I think, that I can just get that could be better than what we already have on our character, which could be pretty impressive. I don't really want to, like, not betray. It feels weird to say that. I don't want to just abandon my Arkenstone characters, though, because, I mean, I spent 9 years on there. I probably still made more progress in this 1 year on this account, on this server, than I have on, like, my account in the last 9 years. It feels like that, at least. Because for the most part, I ended up at one point only playing the game, like, 20 minutes a day, just to record a video, and then that was it. Which, I don't know if that fully counts as really playing for a while. I think streaming has allowed me to actually play for myself a bit more. Because I can just chill, chat, and do whatever. We don't necessarily have to have a particular purpose. And I'm not held to one character or anything like that. Which is maybe why I've enjoyed streaming a lot more. I'm not sure if I should increase my crit layer. I don't know. I feel like I should just go and get, like, the best at level 115 and put that on 115 gear when I get it, because... Oh, my inventory is actually full. Yikes. That needs fixing. Oh, that's actually also a point. I should probably bring daily tasks up. I want to finish... Yeah, I want to... Elves of Fangorn. Cool. I should be able to finish those today. And do Petrified Branches. And that should also get me my special task at hand done. Let's get all our crafting materials ready. Any of my gear. I'm going to hold on to Moat's gear for the minute. So that's actually an idea, is let's do that. Other thing is that one. So nothing here is now non-Moat's gear. And then save. I'm gonna save that because it was essences. And then my Petrified Branches and my, I guess, Rusted Scimitars could just be a tomorrow thing. Cool. Nazguls. But I want to do Nazguls. Oh, actually, that's a really interesting point. Should probably start enabling leveling on here again. Which means I actually do have something for this heritage rune to work with. I was about to say that won't work for it. No. Did I sell my... Oh, no, it is. So tasks, Petrified Branches. 50,000 experience. Another 250k in the bag. And then tomorrow that will be, even if we just do that at the beginning of the stream, Rusted Scimitars should be another 500,000 experience. Which is pretty insane. But like, you know, that little effort of, oh hey, I already had the load of these just laying around. And I just didn't make a little bit of money. Find Mithrandir and the scholars of Felagorth in the room of study.
The artifact Bug-Datish might have been taken by my
Bug-Datish. Actually can't fully remember the whole thing behind Bug-Datish or whatever. But it's whatever. Oh, shared storage. I do have these in. Cool. I should probably start gathering. All my stuff if I can. Okay, so everything bar the rush cloth, Daggerlad weapon scraps, and caps of Evergleam are sorted, which is just that specific, like, you know, awkward kind of items for Host of the West. I am going to slowly move all these, probably after stream. I should get rid of, like, the loaves of bread and stuff. It's fine. But all this stuff needs to go to its relevant characters, which I think might start putting hides onto Erinma just to get Forester up, and then I can just buy the wood and process it. Or I can use universal ingredient packs to just gear up, because I should get like 300 a day if I spend a bit of time. But like Anorian, that should be super easy looking at this, so just have to push past that little hurdle. Forester I can get up super easily, because yeah, I can just use the hides, but I just need to watch out for the other stuff. I can get rid of all this stuff though. Yo, Mithrandir.
I grew tired of waiting.
What
for
is the
news from
specific
you.
point where it says changes from Gandalf to Mithrandir? I actually don't know what the sort of the changing off point is. Interesting to think. Never changes. It does though. It used to say Gandalf, right? Or is it always when he's Gandalf the White? Is it when he reveals himself as Gandalf the White? Yeah, I'm just saying, let's say, you know, at the beginning when I go to the Prancing Pony, his name above it is Gandalf, right? So I'm saying when in game, yeah, when in game does it start referring to him as Mithrandir rather than Gandalf? There's actually a flashback. There's actually a flashback where he's called a different name, if I remember correctly. I know he gets called a different name. I just can't remember what it is. Is it Framsberg? Yeah, it's something in Framsberg. It's a level 130 quest where he gets called something else. It's I don't know if it's an instance necessarily or if it's I don't know. I think it might be Graham. Because I know there's the Gandalf Stormcrow thing, and the idea being a crow, like, you know, Stormcrow being a crow that, like, signifies a storm, which is therefore, you know, like a disastrous event.
I do not like to speak
Right.
of that horde. As
So it's like whenever he comes around, something bad happens not too long after, I think is the idea behind that. Okay, so now it wants us to go down here, which is perfect. That's kind of where we wanted to start going to. Because it doesn't... who is it? Can't remember his name. Theoden. Calls him that, right? Calls him Gandalf Stormcrow. Well, technically, yeah. Technically, is it not Saruman at that point. Technically. But yeah. Anyway. I can't remember exactly what it is. It's like an instance or a session play or something where it's not not session play. It's an instance where you kind of like see him. Yeah. They're like stood around a table. I don't know if it's an epic though. It might be an epic one, and that's why I'm not like thinking about it. Because you go Framsburg before the epic. I hate what this water does. I hate the look. I wonder if Gandalf is the NPC with the most quests related to. Maybe Aragorn as well could be up there. Like main characters, obviously, it makes sense. But I wonder who is the like most involved. Anyway, we should totally get on our horse for this. Nope, or not. But yeah. Won't be too long until we get to listen to, what's that quest? Where we have to listen to Gandalf for like 30 minutes. Talking about the Arkenstone. Problem is, if I look up Arkenstone on the wiki, it literally just... There it is, I found it. I was gonna say, it just like comes up with all the Arkenstone titles. Yeah, so... There is a... It gives you the lecture emote. That's great. Yeah, chapter 6.7. It's really not that far away. Hidden in the Horde. We are 4 quests away from listening to Gandalf chatter on for 30 minutes, and that'll be our perfect end to the stream. I really like the look of this place, especially at night. I like the lighting, you know, especially when it loads in properly. I think this place just looks cool. We can see Smaug. We get to see Smaug. Big fun.
Greetings to you. Are you lost?
Travel to the entrance of Lake Town. I will totally... Oh, that is literally just... Okay. It's like one of the easiest epics to do. And then I'm just going to reforge. Because this is good, right? So it may seem like we're wasting effort here. But this is actually a really good idea. At least in theory, right? So we're leveling... These quests are still giving us legendary item experience. So we're putting it into the legendary item. Even though we can't level up our imbueds, we're still filtering it into here, which we can, at level 60, disenchant or deconstruct, and then get a heritage rune for a decent amount. So I actually think that does make sense.
Tidings you bring, friend.
I'm not sure if it actually makes sense to others, but I think the idea is good. I'm sure ultimately you just want to get heritage runes and be done with it, but I don't know. Seems like a nice way of not wasting experience. Right, so we could, if we wanted to, go and do the quests around here. Which I do like the quest around here, in fact. Oh, I'm kind of tempted. But I might do that in, like, a proper stream. I'm going to have to get dismounted anyway for her. But I do like the quests in this area. I really like the quests in Lake Town, in the big mansion-y thing. I really like that. Personally. I had a lot of fun with that. Even though it's a very basic quest, all things considered. But yeah. Be good. Should we see Smaug's bones? Anyone want to see his bones? Old news. Well. I'll go then. It's fine. I see how it is. How many tokens of the lake? 75. Okay. I think it was like 30 for an item. A thingy item. Right? Because there's like a level 115 armor that you can get. I'm pretty sure. Where's that chest plate? Am I wearing it? I can't be. Did I accidentally sell it? I had a chest plate piece that was 115 somewhere. Oh no, there it is. It's blue, that's why. Bard's Will, and then these are of Bard's Honor.
What can I do for you?
There we go.
What brings you to Lake Town? I hope you
Ask around about Karasgar. This water used to lag out my computer so much. It's not so bad anymore. Now it's just the regular lag. It's fine. How dare they? They're like muttering to themselves and then see I'm around and stop. Makes me think that I'm... They're talking about me. Then we got like the one enemy, which is really weird, him being there. Because I tend to just kill him, but he's part of a completely different quest. Right. I feel like if you were clumsy, this would be a terrible place to live.
You are a friend of Colfeath? I will show you to a table inside. Follow me, friend. Colfeath will not be long.
Hey, it's Orthy. Is it Orthy? Is that? Fish trophy. The moment you were like, I just met this guy technically, and then he's going to take me his place and just being like, I don't want any trouble. I'd immediately be like, nah, not dealing with you. If someone's like, if you walk into somewhere and they say, don't be like, I don't want any trouble. That's just not worth it, I think, at that point. Gotta wait a minute and a half. I don't think it matters if you talk, right, to anybody. It's literally just a wait. Yeah. Why, it's been almost an entire week since the last brawl. Time passes swiftly in safety, I suppose. Years ago it was different, you know when I mean. The days of the dragon, but he is long gone, and only his bones remain. We're a high elf, so we wouldn't have heard about Smaug, right? Would that not be fair to say? Like, we've been in a coma since the Second Age. So we probably wouldn't know about Smaug and the whole Lake Town thing. So, yeah, that's fun. Just relax, chill out, wait for them to show up. How much money do I have? 1,423 gold. Making a comeback. Just gotta try not to spend it all. Are we done? Oh, we gotta return to our table. It's Orthy Gem Cutter. Or Alfie. Is it Alfie or Orthy? I feel like I'm saying Alfie. I'm just saying Alfie, like A-L-F-I-E. Tough looking man. Look at him. He's got a scar on his face. He's a tough. He's a tough man. Tough. Don't you know that? He is totally the same model, right? He's totally the same face model. And same with this one. He's just got a beard and mustache. So that he, like, a different colored ones and a different hat. So he looks different. But he's got the same scar and the same thing. Unless it's like a weird initiation. But also then, he's got that. And he's got the thing. So he has to be the same, right? Yeah, they're all the same. Why am I good at finding this? I mean, that seems pretty obvious. I think this one... No, this one exactly the same. They're all the same face. This one looks the most different. Maybe it's because of the hair and not being a hat. But maybe that's just what their hair looks like. Anyway. They could have been complete, like, same face minus this and the scar. Like, hadless, like, the same base, but just not the same extras. You know? Whatever you'd call that, like, you know, scars bit in like, the Sims creation, right? It's like I just copy and paste my sim into Middle-earth. Can you imagine if there was a... Obviously there's the, like, Star Wars Sims thing. What if that was like a... What if there was a Lord of the Rings Sims expansion? Can you imagine? Great. Free drinks to the person that knocks him out. Bilbo's older than Aragorn. Aragorn's like 80 something, right? Yeah, I was gonna say 86, so I was pretty close, all things considered. 1 year out, it's pretty good considering. It's not something I know too well. I think he lived. The idea was that he lived to 120 something, right? Because I remember watching a video about how there was gonna be a sequel to the Lord of the Rings, which was gonna be like I think he only got like a couple pages into it. I think the idea was going to be like Aragorn's son, like years after, like when nobody alive or something knew of like Sauron and stuff. Was the idea. 210. I mean, okay, I've clearly just mixed up the two numbers, right? Either that or I said 120. It was, yeah. So I'm either mixing up 210 or 120 to be 210 to be 120, or I'm thinking about how many years he's served as king. Because 120 once again is not too far. But that makes a lot more sense rather than 40 years. But defeat beasts on the way to the Lonely Mountain. Does he count as a beast? Maybe. Might be able to level up soon. I'd like to complete this chapter today. Be quite nice. I actually get a new cloak if I complete the Gandalf lecture thing, so that's fun. Looking at it, it seems pretty good. Bard's Honor or Bard's Will. It's probably Bard's Will. Bard's Will. Right, and then Incomparable as well. So the Woven Waistcoat is what I already have, right? Yeah. And then, so it looks like we just get a set of stuff. I might look up the set because it is better than what I have, and I wonder if we can get the whole set before, like, at 115. I'm sure some of it is barter. So, like, if I were to look up, I don't know, Ruined Gloves. Oh, wait. I think I saw it. Ruined Gloves of Bard's Will. They are the set bonus. The set. It's not set, but like. That's an idea. 45 tokens of Lake and Rivers for it. You've got to be ally with the Men of Dale, which hopefully we can do. And the idea was that you get that for 45, which is good because that means I can afford 2 of them. Nearly. No. Hopefully by the time we get that, 2 of them. But I can imagine if there's a repeatable for those, just buying armor and deconstructing it from motes. Because it's 240 motes you get out of it, which isn't too terrible. Okay, I'm definitely stronger here than I was with Tal Valad at the time. Took a lot more to kill just regular old enemies. But I would like to get that will stuff because it's pretty good, right? So that's a significant increase on my earring. Obviously, my earring of the Dead City will just have to stay for the minute. But maybe we'll get another one of those potentially to have. Or if we can go for this stuff, that probably tide us over until 120, at which point we can just go and get the full will set. And we can also deconstruct these for a decent amount of motes to make up the difference, right? So if each of those is 240, 240 times what, 7? That'll be 1,680, so that's all of this deconstructed into one item. But then I'd have like multiple earrings, I guess. But yeah, all of it's better. 30 Light of Erendil, nice. Increase in crit, but not by much, but vitality and will increase significantly, plus essence slots. That's probably like not endgame gear, but like probably close to endgame gear on Anor without like raids and stuff, I would assume, which would be pretty cool for us to get. So I wonder how much I would have to spend, like how many modes or tokens, and what repeatables there are. Oh, you have to get different tiers. Okay, that's interesting. So the rare stuff is just 20 tokens. And is a friend. They need to be ally for the gloves and the shoes. And you need kindred for the shoulders. Which means I've got chest. I'm getting that. So hat. How do you get the helmet? I've got... So yes, yes, yes. Yes, and yes. The legs I'm about to get from here, right? No, the shoulder... Yeah, so where do I get the legs from? And... Let's see. Oh, belted trousers, I guess. Belted... Trousers of Bard's Will. How do I get that? Epilogue, Trail of Rust. So there's some from Quest, some from thingies. So that looks to be Aaron Laskalin. So maybe we have to do a bit of that. Because I'd love that armor set. Because I like the idea of that. Like, some you can get with quests, some you can, like, finish off the set with. So I think we get 3 from the quests. And then after that, we get... Yeah, 3 from quests, and then, what, 4 from purchasing? Which means we only need 180 tokens, which is actually not as bad as it seems. And we are still getting tokens from the main quest, so that's also an advantage. I think that's our plan. We'll get to 113 today. I'm going to then try and work out everything I need to do. Have a look at some of these quests. And, yeah. Be interesting. As I said, that should set us up for 115. Up to 120, I would have thought. We can probably even get some 115 essences. Or if we have enough essence reclamation scrolls, we could also... No, I was about to say we could also go for 120 essences, but it's probably not worth it and just go for 120 at that point. 120 gear, rather. I'm probably fine without the essences. Not gonna lie. Probably just go to Dale, right? Or Erebor.
How can I be of service?
I'm glad we're opening up more travel locations now, because we've been to Erebor, we've been to Dale, and such things. So that means we can just travel to and fro from like Bree now, rather than having to go do missions and then this and that and what have you. Hey, it's Gandalf.
At
So it's
last
gone back
you
to Gandalf.
arrived. I have been waiting for some time.
Fine. I like the whole end of the mountain though. Ultimately, it's a nice little place. Excuse me. That's not a very nice thing to be doing on duty. Walking over your fellow workers. I just think it was rude. Alright, where's our visitors? In our hall under the mountain. Huh? Who's visiting? How dare they? I'm gonna pick up this essence, just in case. Hey, it's Dwaylen! And Glowing
I
and
prefer when things are simple.
everything.
It has been some time since we have all gathered.
And Gandalf.
My travels do not bring me home very often.
King Thorin III. That is thrown into the hall under the mountain. So we have like 3-4 quests, I think. I think 3 quests, and we level up. So, we'll actually loot it, whatever. That's going to be a fun one. Oh, and I have like 1.5 gold in bounties. That's fun. Why are they locked? Why am I not making money?
Can Gandalf combat this worrying decline in our craft skill?
150.
Wish to
Ah,
open a tomb
we get to do
of
this.
Oakenshield?
Anybody want to listen to Gandalf for like half an hour? Almost. Because it's a perfect way to just end the stream. I can just mute myself, go to sleep. By the time I wake up, Gandalf will stop talking. That'll be great. I think these guys give us
Stay a
this is
moment.
might stuff,
Hear my words.
right? Yeah, might makes sense. Probably wouldn't have been too bad stuff for who would press end stream. Nobody. It would take that long. By the time I wake up, Gandalf would be finished, and then we can actually do it. I'll set my computer to have a timer to finish the stream in 30 minutes time. Okay. So much travel. It takes so long to get out of there. But yeah, we won't do too much with Palpatine. I don't even think we might just not play Palpatine tomorrow. I think I will. Unless I feel like really don't want to play Faerun for some reason, I think I'm pretty set on getting to Faerun to 65. Which means we get to play in your favorite regions, Ghost. Your favorite place in the game. It'd be great. When you get to see another Iron Man. See when I'm off next week. I don't know what's going on next week yet. Because I'm hoping to permanently switch. I'm going to try and switch my Wednesdays or my Friday for a Wednesday. If I can get Friday off, I can just do a Friday stream. I think that's better than doing a Wednesday stream because I can still get back at a relatively decent time on a Wednesday compared to Friday where I finish at midnight. Because yeah, Friday we finish at midnight. Wednesday we finish at 10. But we have the league to deal with. So if I can sort out the league on Wednesday, which I can do really easily, I don't find that difficult at all. That can be my excuse to have that day, and then hopefully we can be like, well, you don't need to be on the Friday because we hired a new person that does Fridays, Saturdays, so I can just try and get off those. Hoping to slowly push into less days, or less nights, sorry. More days. I'm missing a bush. A brush. I found it. How did you lot get up here so quick?
Where the conversation has left.
I forgot that I have to do all this. Go clear the path, bring up some water. This, that, the other. You probably get some dwarves to mine you out this pathway so it's a little bit more forgiving. Not gonna lie. Feel like someone may be willing to help. Zero rows? So you're telling me when Gandalf is going to have his 30-minute conversation, the Titanic is probably going to be gone. Well, nearly. Depends when you started it, right? Yeah, you started it late, that's why. So does that count? Is that fair to me?
This is a day for you.
Really? Now you make me kill enemies? How dare you make me kill enemies in a game that's kind of about enemies? Well, I mean, it should be about 40 minutes. Right? So we've been streaming, like playing, like non-muted for 2 hours now. It should just be 40 minutes. So you started 20 minutes late. Near enough. Do you count? You do count. Defeat foes. Right, how many of these? I need to kill so many enemies. This area should be full of them, but it's not. It's a problem. I don't like it. Boom. Kabam. Kablooey. It's good though. These are some good enemies to kill. I'm actually so it is possible to do school at a solo, right? On level solo. It is possible, I'm pretty sure. I wonder, because we got like relatively good 112 gear, if we could actually do a 112. Well, it counted as a foe, so I mean, is it really that bad? Like, this guy's a foe. Wow. He wrecked me. I mean, it only negatively affects me if I'm in Karis Galadon, right? Or Lothlorien. It's the only time I get negative rep for killing enemies. Well, wildlife, because technically Mordor does have something similar. Now Gandalf's here. He might be there before.
More friends have arrived.
Okay, so this right here is our Bard's Will
You
stuff.
think the heart of the mountain has been
I
stolen
kind of wanted to
from
find that out,
Mother's tomb?
but because there's a quest that gives you the passive, I assume it doesn't do anything. Because it doesn't check your rep for whether or not you can go in. It checks whether or not you had the passive. You just have to have the rep to unlock the quest. But if you've already unlocked it, then it shouldn't matter. So I think once it's unlocked, it does better. It would be interesting to go like to it and then immediately go under. But yeah, Bard's Will is what we're going to go for. 900 will, 729 vitality, so like 90 vitality, 111 will, you know. We actually lose crit, but that should be fine. Tactical mastery increase in Light of Arendelle gets doubled. And all this to listen to
We
Gandalf
must
for half an
know
hour.
if Karazgar or his agents have worked some evil with the Arkenstone.
This is Mazel Akraz, the chamber
But we
of
were on
glory.
Arkenstone.
My brother and my sons lie within. Let us go now to them.
Such a grand staircase. I don't know why. Kind of love and hate this dwarf. He just gets carried everywhere. Alright, are we all queuing? Is that what we're doing? Remain alert while Gandalf and the dwarves open the tomb. Oh, they were quick. Is the Arkenstone still in there? The Arkenstone is gone. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wait, it's still on there. Okay, that's fine. You can't really see too well there, can you? I guess you can sort of see. It's just not great, because like by the time you get at a good angle, it's like clipping into the tomb. Okay. Listen to the words of Gandalf. Just gonna take a while. You're not a dwarf, you're a wizard. About the Arkenrock, yeah. That is exactly what the discussion is about. It says listen to the words of Gandalf, but I don't have to listen to the word of Dis. Dis or Dis? I assume Dis, because it's got like the thing above the eye. I don't know what the term for that little, like, it's not an umlaut, because that's above like a U in German, right? Not sure what it would be called. Come on. Okay, half an hour is a bit of an over-exaggeration, but 18 minutes. Does that do all right for you? 18 minutes of Gandalf chatting. It'd be great if it was, like, voice acted. What? Did you not believe me that it was going to take 18 minutes? Well, I said half an hour, but... Did you not believe me? He's talking about his name. That was it. Wandalb. Wandalb was the name in his instance. That was the one that was in the instance. Is this lecture done? It is time to eat. Yay! He got interrupted and didn't feel like carrying on. Imagine if that was like a 1 in 10 chance, right? Where it actually just lectured you for like 20 minutes. That'd be insane. In the Black speech, the word Bugtatish is very clear. It means namekeeper and brings mind a relic or an artifact. But what if there is a mistake? What if the word was misheard? What if the spoken was not Bugtatish, but Bugdash instead? What does that mean? Why does it matter? Because that just means name given at birth. So he's trying to work out who he is. Yeah. Maybe the Ugracore seeks no artifact, but he seeks his Bugdash, his true name. It's very convenient that this discussion worked here. I know technically it's not, but it still feels like it takes forever for him to finish this. Sup, King Thorin. This should be our quest completion, or
I am satisfied by your
this should be our our
feels
completion
right to
of
me.
it's Bard's Will. Let's make sure it's Bard's Will. Bard's Will, because there's also Bard's Honor, which is tactical, but that's more like Healy stuff. This should be us.
King Thorin has
Oh, it
given
doesn't
you
actually make you wait
knowledge
17
to
minutes.
bearable.
If it did to like 18 minutes to sort of make you think it's worse than it is, and then he gets interrupted, and then suddenly has an idea. You're like, oh, actually, maybe this happened. I know it's I was technically true in saying that the timer comes up and does it. I never said we have to wait out the timer. I also just wanted to see a reaction, because I'm not sure if you've done these quests. Pretty sure you haven't. Am I Jay-Z now? Is that how that works? Do you know, one thing I haven't done, and I know I keep doing it, but as a little in-between for our...
There were no greater craftsmen than the dwarves.
Yeah, for our
of
in-between
Khazad-dûm.
of
Those days are now gone.
chapters and
Razag's
books and
orcs, with
what
the
have
aid
you.
of black uruks from Dol Guldur, have
It's a
taken the
musician.
ancient crafting halls of Moria to forge
Couldn't tell you a
their
single song
vile
they've made,
weapons of war.
but... Let's kill. Wow, that rep. And also that lag. So yeah, these guys are a lot easier to kill now. The problem is I've gotten so used to not using my runestone that I just keep forgetting I have it. It needs to be like my second thing. It needs to ideally be Flurry of Words, and that for the damage over time, and also the incoming damage that gets given to them, and then this. And then that also should stun them. But this should get us a load of heritage runes, which is another thing, right? I've always said it would be nice to take these small heritage runes and be able to put them into, you know, convert them into a larger one. That is something I would like to happen. This does make it possible because we can just have this is just going to be able to let us have oh, something's still there. How's this cheating? How's it cheating? I'm literally not getting any experience. I'm getting item experience, sure, but I'd also actually be getting more from just killing on-level enemies, to be honest. You notice I'm not getting any item experience from these guys as well. I'm only getting heritage runes. Because these are all level 58 enemies, so... yeah. Because this, you can't scale this one. I only do it for the rep and the, yeah, heritage runes. Which, again, I'm chucking into here, which I can then convert into... when it's at level 60, I will just convert to being a regular... you know, I deconstruct it and get it into a basically one large heritage rune at like, you know, 100, 200,000 experience rather than having like 100 different types of heritage rune instead. And also the references. But I've always, yeah, I always think that heritage runes should be able to be converted, but... also, slowly but surely gets me these legendary weapons, which I need to filter away. Which is fun. Because I want to filter out every legendary item but Runekeeper stuff. Because the Runekeeper stuff, at least I can use, like I said, to gain large heritage runes to work with. But the other stuff I don't actually need, especially level 60 stuff. Well, level 60 stuff here, but if I filter it out, it should filter out every level of it. So that should be fine. I feel like one more AoE skill would do me so much better. Because right now, one of them only has a 10% chance of even being usable. Hey, I got some items. Level 59. Tactical critical modifier. Yikes. I actually wonder if I'd be able to... huh. Kind of want to try it at some point, but I think I'd have to just change up the character slightly. My idea was be... I probably could. But imagine... trying... do you think I could solo Rift? Because I could heal as well. And I could put a trait point into the healing stone. Because it's only a level 50. So it's not like killing stuff will be easy. It's... wow, the lag. It's less about killing enemies. And it's more about... being able to... yeah, it's less about being able to kill the enemies. It's more the final boss. Being able to kill the... if the final boss kills the... if the Balrog kills the elf, then it's an instant loss and instant death. So, as long as I can keep them healed, it's possible. I might try it off stream. Because I don't get any experience for it. Not that, again, this character is stream only. I don't want mithril flakes. Ugh. Do you kind of still wish I could increase Vivid Imagery max targets up to 13 or whatever I had it up to at some point? That would certainly make this a little bit easier. Because I can basically one-shot with Vivid Imagery. It's just the fact, like, literally up to 100k damage. It's just the fact that it's got 8 maximum targets. Like, how much did I do then? I did... wow, I did a devastating hit. 280,000 damage in one hit. I think that would be a one-shot to Lindral. Obviously resistance is a thing and mitigations and whatever, but... so I wouldn't do that much damage to Lindral. But if I did, that would kill you. Because these are level 58 enemies. It's not like they're exactly very high resistance to us.
Will be the first test of my strength. The elves will fall.
Critical hit, 227,000. Again, yikes. The lag. Look how bad this is, right? Look at my mouse moving. Yeah, look how bad that lag is. It's insane. Problem is I don't want to get rid of Runekeeper stuff, right? Which means I have to, like, get these horrible... Oh, yeah, no, it still does it whenever I've had no plugins in. That's why I had no plugins on earlier. It's only started happening recently, so I don't really understand what's going on. I might honestly just reinstall the game, to be honest. And just hope that fixes it. And maybe reinstall all plugins. Because then also that lets me filter out the plugins that I'm not even using as well. Where are we at then, Ghost, in terms of Titanic sinkage? What's occurring? To remove where its house is. I'm gonna die. I knew where I was going. Don't know what you're on about. Well, I mean, it kind of fits the theme, right? Dwarven sort of things. I think I'm pretty good at like working out reuse textures, like the fate of that man in Lake Town. But I've never actually really clocked the reuse of the Moria crystals. To be fair, it's fair. Fair, fair, fair. Let's hope I don't die this time. These are new compared to the other ones, right? I think it is here. Yeah, Julestead. I literally could have sworn I knew it was here, but because it was under the thing, it's very difficult to work out. Where's Orthy? Huh? Huh? Where's Mother Armor? Mother Armor? What a beautiful beard you have.
Welcome to Messi Mazar.
No, I don't think there's anything Hobbit specific related.
Let us visit my brother Grafar at Naratak. And see if
The most you'll get is like the Road to Erebor stuff. But those are just instances which I think came out when The Hobbit came out. I think they're quite limited in terms of their ability to do sort of in the past stuff. I guess they've done Besieged, so they could probably get better at it now. Right? But before then, it's just been stuck to like session plays. Which I think... I mean, I'm literally inside Erebor now. Where I am. Yeah, I think the thing with session plays, it just kind of takes me out of it. Because I'm used to playing my class, and then suddenly I'm thrust into a completely different class that is completely custom as well.
Althi speaks very highly of you. Welcome to Narathak,
Okay.
our latest Delphi.
These guys, I think, are a bit of a pain. Or can be. But yeah, you can go in the Lonely Mountain. We've got Smaug's Bones by Lake Town. Which I think would give them a good opportunity to do like a quest that has... You could even have a quest with like Bilbo reminiscing. Like that you unlock at 115 or something. Even some like cutscene type things you could probably get away with. Pick up the precious stones. What precious stones? There's Ereborian Skarn. I mean, this one was kill however many enemies and then pick me up the crate of precious stones. So for this one, it's like, yeah, clear this area out because it's been overrun, and then I need you to pick up this crate and bring it back. It's a lot of manual labor. Previous ones where I need you to clear up this these branches and then bring me a thing of water and kill 10 enemies, and now suddenly I need you to now I, you know, because I've got nothing left to do for the day, then I can actually go and join you for this thing that you want to do. Which was to see if the Arkenstone still was with Thorin. I haven't really seen Elder Scrolls Online. Still never played it, but I know Skyrim and Oblivion have some pretty decent quests. But I think you can maybe... Like, in terms of how many quests there are, eventually it's just going to get into a formula. Like, on this character, we've done a good 1,800 plus quests at the minute. Alright. 1,866. Okay, now I got... See, this is what I mean. It's just a lot of A to B, B to C. I think it's less about the quest, more about the story, right? Wouldn't feel like it watching me because I already know. Like, this is a lot more... Like, yeah, this is like a lot more, I guess, recent amount. This is not where I'm supposed to be. Is it down here? I think it's down here. Sup?
I had heard a rumor that
Imagine getting your delivery like that, you know? You order something off, like, Amazon, and they just, like, drop off your ceiling, off your roof. Break their legs in front of you. Pass it to you. I still think in terms of MMOs, I just still prefer this one. I don't see myself switching over or being able to play multiple at the same time. I feel like I barely have enough time to play this game, let alone trying to squeeze in another one. I actually, this is amazing. I finally had the time to just play another game the other day.
How did it go?
It was insane. It felt so wrong. Alright.
Who is spreading these lies about my family?
Right, now we gotta go to Keel Tailspinner. Is it Tailspinner? I don't know, it doesn't say yet, but I'm pretty sure it's Keel Tailspinner. Who's making up lies. It's always lying. Everything he says is a lie. But then if he says, this is a lie. Is that true, or is it a lie? Makes you think. Right. Really wish you let me use my war steed in here. It's very weird. Like, you can use a regular horse and a goat in here, but not a war steed. But then in the actual hall under the mountain, you can only use a goat. So it's best to just use a goat, really. If it's the same speed. Keel Tailspinner.
Another list.
Oh, I can't listen while mounted. Apparently, you cannot listen.
An army of Jafar came out of the east and crossed the Iron Fold.
No.
There is no shortage of tales
No.
from the
I'm just gonna say no over and over again. I don't think it actually makes a difference.
of the lonely mountain. Hearken now to a tale
There we go.
of the distant
Easy. Find him, stop him, kill him. Probably wants me to kill him. Wouldn't be surprised. You know how wolf he is, right? So we're on, yeah, book 7. Grievances, Iron Road, Errands of the Iron Fort. So we're actually gonna lead into some 117 quests soon, which is gonna be interesting to see how that goes. I'd love to get to 115 super soon. Kind of want to get that gear quite badly. But the problem now is all these quests are giving us Mark of the Longbeard, and although that's quite nice, I want the marks, the tokens of Lake Town. I mean, there is a better cloak, a significantly better 120 cloak, but that's a lot further away than 115. So, Walkpen's 127. Yes, please. Won't get any experience, but I'll join. So, I'm thinking about getting the relics, because that could be interesting. If I get relics, the 62.4 tactical healing rating relic, and my crit rating increase, that is pretty significant. What is legendary items? Brutality, enchantment, tactical damage rating. I guess that's a thing, right? You want tactical damage over tactical healing. Enchantment, yeah. 140 base damage combat multiplier. Wait, what? No, 109 tactical damage. We're already on... So that's pretty decent. It's like a 10th extra.
Keel Tailspinner always speaks such nonsense. I must take this matter before King Thorin. I will hear this complaint.
How much experience we're getting? 156k still.
I will
Nice.
go among the people.
And then there looks to be some more gloves at 120. So that's another thing. Like, if that 120 set isn't that great, or if we get the 120 set and then there's better stuff, then we can take the, like, what's the one that I'm looking at? Reinforced gloves of thingy armor. Well, Earth just happened. That gives us 2,000. So what does this stuff give us? Right, let's look at the gloves of runes. Well, right, and then put that in there. Gauntlets. Ah, see, it's everything, right? This one. Oh, not soothing. How about this? We'll just put the whole thing in, right? So then we look at this stuff in comparison. 5 levels difference, right? 5 levels only. More than double the finesse. We get some tactical mitigation. We get, like, over double the will and a little under double the vitality. It's insane. This stuff has outgoing healing as well as the tactical mitigation. I guess the tactical, like, we lose that. We lose the crit there. And we obviously lose Light of Arundel, but it no longer becomes an issue. But that is pretty insane. But I still think having this is better than this. And should hold us over till this. Also makes me wonder what the 120 armor looks like. Because this is probably going to be better. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Just Skittles without the candy shell is apparently a thing. Just realized I was in the wrong chat. But also, that's apparently a thing. How interesting. There's a lot of just listening. But it's completely silent. And it's so weird. I know I keep going on about it. I feel like if I had a load of money, I would just, like, maybe try and go through the whole epic and get the whole epic to be voice acted. That would actually be kind of a cool ultimate project. Just basically go through the entire epic, have it all voice acted, and then make that a video. That would be very expensive considering how much content there is, but the wiki would make that relatively easy to do. And then you just have to worry about pronunciations. Okay. Finish. Travel. Finish. Done. Perfect.
I am pleased King Thorin ruled in my favor.
Ooh, this'll be interesting. See, this is 115 though. But still, 115? Do we get any... Is there not a... Okay, so I get will, but I'm just getting outgoing healing. Which at least helps us, but... That is a nice upgrade in terms of the will. That's like a little under double the will total, which is it's pretty nice. Unfortunately, it's going to be a while before we can actually use it, but it means it's nice because we're going to be getting a load of 115 gear now, which means when we get to 115, we'll just have a whole set of gear to switch into, and then hopefully we'll have the Bard's Will stuff that we can just look at. Because I want to compare, like, Bard's Will. This to this. This is actually better, but this gives us crit. And Light of Arundel. So, but 2 essence slots. So I'm not actually sure what's the better choice at the moment. I guess technically, for us, it's the pure will increase that's going to be the main priority.
Ah, there you are. I have been deep in study.
So I guess that's one less thing we technically have to buy. Right? So maybe we won't even have to buy the set of armor. If it's going to be a case of us getting a load from, like, questing. We'll have to see closer to the time. I can't fully guarantee. At least we'll hopefully be getting a decent amount of marks of the Longbeards. But also, I'm hopefully going to get a decent amount of tokens from doing... I want to do, like, Lake Town quests and stuff at some point. So that'll be fun to go through. Come on. I'm stuck on a go. There we are. So stuck. Alright. Let's go check on some dwarves. Some dwarfs. What's going on with some dwarfs over here? I can't remember what, do we go Yarnfast now? That's gonna take a little while, isn't it?
I have not been back to my father's home in Yarnfast.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of stuff we have to do. It's all over here. It's gonna be an interesting one. I mean, it's a lot, but we do get that nice increase. But obviously, I can't have it until I'm done. The point is, for the most part, this is 115 stuff, and normally you'd be at like 115. Like, you would have been at the cap for Mordor at the end of Mordor, and then you would have been like ready to come here. Like, you'd already be at that 105 and then up to 115 from Mordor. So this stuff would just be regular old gear for you by the time you get there. Whereas for us, because we're not doing like side content and repeatables and what have you, it makes it a little bit slower and lower leveled. If I really tried, I could probably be 115 by now. But I feel like that would take a little bit of the fun out of it, because I'd just be like repeating missions and doing walk pens and stuff like that. And we're not particularly struggling. Just means I have to hold on to a load of items. This probably won't be our upgrade, because I think this necklace is probably better, right? I think ultimately this is the better choice. We'll see. Maybe we'll get something even better soon after. Nope, there is no physical look. So I need to pretend. I don't think I've got to do all of these. Complete any 4 of the objectives as you travel through Ironfold to Yarnfast. So I can visit Hammerstead. I can find an entrance to this town of Utterby. Defeat insects. Defeat beasts. Defeat Easterlings. Visit Aaron in Yarnfast, who is in here, and look from the cliff's edge at Skull's Drop to survey the lands below. So I want to go to this place anyway, because there's a stable master. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. There's also a stable master in Hammerstead. So I think the plan is down here, through here, kill some enemies, come up here, and then down here into Yarnfast. That way we've got all 3 stable masters, and all should be good. And then we'll see where we're at in terms of time, because we're hitting the 3-hour mark relatively soon for the stream. And I've got my level for the day, which is good. Something I might actually start doing is... No, that's fine. We'll see where we're at with the Titanic first as well. But something I might start doing, even though it might be a stupid idea, is trying to get myself my relics as early as possible, because they're bound to account. So I could probably go and get them on Reneborn now if I wanted to. Not like now, but like I could try and obtain them.
What do you want?
And if Belindral wanted to give a hand, we could double our chances, potentially. Just saying. Not required, though. And secondly... What did I just click on? Oh, that's interesting. So you've got an endgame build, starter build, and essences. That's kind of cool, having Well, technically, you'd also potentially get stuff out of it as well, right? Because you got the Ember, like... What was the thing we said about before? What was the thing we did? Yeah, what was the thing we did before where we were doing all the Minas Morgul stuff? Oh, it was to get the Ithilon hides, Ithilgalad hides. That was it. I remember. Which is another thing I need to do, so I should probably start doing that. Again, I can also craft stuff, and I keep getting like high up in tier, like crafting tiers. I'm hoping to get Cook soon to Minas. I'm hoping to get my Cook to maxed out guild relatively soon. A week or 2. Well, it seems like Lindral needs to do a little bit of clearing up. I've got at least 19. So, I mean, I'm doing better than you for the minute. And that's with these 4 that I can just chuck in here now. This will probably max out the legendary, to be fair. All you need to do is make another character as a purely inventory slot person. See, character slots I'm pretty sure are on sale, so this is the perfect time to do it. A little bit of Lotro points. A lot more inventory. You get like an extra, like 135 slots of inventory. And then you can have like another couple 100 slots of in your vault. It's not a terrible idea. Just saying. Right, let's see how I deal with some level 116 guys. Time for some Lotro point farming. Let's see. I would like how much they are on sale right now, because I don't know how many Lotro points you have. But I cannot see how much it will cost because I have all of them already. So it won't let me see how much it will cost me. What do they call that? Suffering from success. This is good though, because I need to get Ironfold parchments. I've got it sorted, but I'd like Ironfold. Yeah, I've actually got my thingy to Minas Ithil now, but Ironfold stuff is something I can't farm as often. So this would be a nice way of kind of getting those items. Yeah, these guys were a real struggle for me before, and now they're kind of a cakewalk, so that's pretty cool. I also realized I love this thing because every 2 seconds for 6 seconds. So it's technically heal over time in a sense, but I love it because it means that I can still be getting wounds on me, and for 6 seconds it will still be taking those off. So it's not just a one and done and then you gotta wait for ages, because the cooldown's not even too bad on it. What's the cooldown actually? 8 seconds? So by the time it's finished, you're only waiting 2 more seconds. And you can start doing it again. It's pretty insane. Oh, one thing that's actually made me think of is accelerator. Accelerator. Skill. Oh, acceleration. Oh, deed boost. That's 2 hours for 250. Or 90 minutes for 455. I would rather go for that, I think. Because at least I can filter those out. So if I only need half an hour on one character, then I've got that. And then I can use it on another character if needed be. I might buy that, potentially. It's quite expensive, 250, but per one, I'm only spending like 60, 65, 70. Which isn't too bad. Okay. Mether.
We've had some trouble here in the Iron Fold.
And now we can travel to Yarnfast.
Well met.
5-10 minutes. Damn. Yeah, I really like this whole armor piece thing. Like early stuff I get. Like wait what? Yeah, starter build. So basically, this is sort of explaining, like, hey, you should go for this basic stuff once you get to 130. Well, this build is intended for those that want to play solo and do not wish to participate in instances, raids, and loot boxes. The level 130 gear from this build can be acquired by doing solo dailies and some crafting from different late game zones, such as Wildland and Elderslade. As for essences, you can drag, drop one to get from questing or crafting, whichever tier is fine, and just follow the stat goals above and slot ones. So we'll probably go with that. And go from there. Like, light robe. War of Three Peaks missions. But then we'll just go with the, like... So we'll go with... What's this called? Robe of... the effort. I'm reading off Lotra HQ. Just the yellow build guide. I don't know if it's new, but it seems to have like a starter and endgame guild build thing, which is quite interesting. So I can make myself the robe. Ringkeeper's robe of Sudden Thunder, it would be, I assume. Yeah. So I can... it tells you to start off with this, but I can craft this straight away, which is a significant boost. 20k like armor, you know, 2k near enough will, you know, 600 vitality, 25k crit, and 10k finesse. So I don't think that's going to be a concern for us. But then you got stuff like the Gloves of Khazad-dûm Fall, or Khazad-dûm's Fall, like that stuff, you know, maybe we can't do that straight away. So instead, we'll go down to here and look at like the War of Three Peaks stuff, which is good starter stuff. Which also means we should probably be doing the War of Three Peaks content at some point. Which, yeah, I'll get onto it, I swear. I think I've already done some, I've got some copper coins of Gundabad. But I think, okay, those are bound to account. So I could buy them on Reneborn, like I was talking about earlier, and then trade them over. That is always possible. I just realized why I'd be lagging, because someone's probably put a load of chat in here once in a while. And then that's what's caused me to lag. No, not Gundabad, but like War of Three Peaks. I just probably said Gundabad by accident. Oh no, sorry, the token, the copper coins of Gundabad are just the reclaimed from the orcs occupying Mount Gundabad. So you get those from content in the War of Three Peaks areas as rewards. That's just their token. Probably be something different when you're actually in that. Or it could be the same.
Many years.
I would think they would actually make it something else. Just make sure that is the right. Yeah, cool.
Come find me when you are ready to return to the Lonely Mountain.
Name the Sakeless. And then we get to talk to Durin. Right. This place always confuses me. I get lost so easily. It's also a place where I never use stairs. As we all know. Stairs are not a thing that I need. Sup, Nane?
You come from the Lonely Mountain and from my brother?
I should have been able to roll there. It's the wrong place. I jumped to the wrong place. It's in here. A little bit further off to the side.
What do you want? Leave me alone, stranger.
So mean to us.
Tidings.
So mean. We'll see how long we got for this, but I think we'll finish off this this chapter, chapter 7.7, and then we'll finish off to coincide with the Titanic sinking. We're 1 million experience by the end of this into our level though, which is pretty impressive as well.
I see you found my nephew.
And also, as I said, we're slowly getting level 115 gear. That is a significant vitality increase. Worse will, however, but a crit increase. I'm not sure if it's worth over the fate, but then we also get the empty Esset slot, so.
Let us go, my friend. Utterby awaits.
Utterby. That's utterly a pain. Oh wait, no, I used the stairs. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. There we go. It's the only way to leave a place. But yeah, we'll do this chapter 7.6 and then 7.7, which is an instance, and then we shall be off. What is closer, us or? I think Scald's Drop may be closer. To be fair, Hammerstead is probably closer. It's gonna be one quest. So you know, not quite 1 hour, but one quest. Technically 2. You know, count yourself lucky there. Double the quests from what I originally said. It's weird that those guys are grey, but it's because they're being attacked. It's a sorcerer, Brotherhood of the Elements. I'm part of that. Oh, or I should be. I use the elements to my advantage. Well, you also get an instance within that quest, so it's even more. You get like the best of all the quests. And then we never see Palpatine ever again, because tomorrow is instead going to be Faerun. I'll be back eventually. I just think it's only fair to eventually be playing another character.
And am no novice in its understanding.
Leave me alone. Oh, nice. I tried to clear everything's face on the work computer the other day because it's just like 8 gigs left, but it only runs like, it's got like 120 gig SSD in it, and it runs Windows and then just the like booking software that is just most like 99% of it is just connected to the internet, and it's connected to a database, you know, a server, whatever, wherever it's hosted, and that's just so it doesn't have to hold any like local information. So I just don't understand why it's using like, well, Windows 7 or Windows 10 uses like 20 gigs of space or something. So I don't know where that extra like 92 gigabytes of space has gone to. Yeah, I even so, like, Windows 10 is not taking that much experience. God, that much storage space. So what am I actually killing here? Blinding the Watchers. Because I thought it was... So I made like a script thing to take a screenshot of every booking so that it's easier to go... Well, basically, I made a script thing to go through every booking that... like, it's manually controlled rather than does it automatically for every day. But basically... so that we could then work out what bookings had extra stuff on it, and then we could make sure that it matches up to the correct stock, which basically means that we can make sure that people are giving out the right vouchers and not basically stealing from the company, and that our stock is correct. Because then if suddenly we're down 20 drinks, but there's no voucher to put to that, someone could be stealing, or someone just isn't doing their job properly. because it takes a screenshot, I was like, oh, maybe it's just like holding on to all that information. But there's no way, you know, a little screenshot of like a very small screen, like window, is taking up like 80 gigs. I looked in the folder and it was like a couple megabytes total. And yeah, I don't understand. Alright, what are we doing in here? We're gonna do something about the tents, I think. Free the prisoners. One of them, there's two computers, and on one of them it's quite funny because there's a server from like head office, which is like, you know, a couple terabytes or whatever. I think it's like 10 terabytes or something. Could be even bigger, I can't remember. But it's hidden on the main computer, but on the other computer, the secondary computer, it's completely accessible, which is just funny to me. I haven't really gone like snooping around. I went into our center stuff because I was trying to find something anyway. And I was told to look there, but it was just amusing to me that they didn't make that inaccessible or password protected or something. It's like when I was in college, I was able to access like, I think it was like the R drive, and had all the teacher payroll stuff on it, which was just amusing to me. My teacher then bet me to, or dared me to delete it. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Why would I do that? That's so dumb for me to do. Because I'll just get, like, expelled, basically. Because someone I was in my class actually got expelled for something, not similar, but they were, like, emailing a teacher something. And they were, like, trying to use an anonymous account or something, but they got caught and then got kicked out. So that was fun. And then, yeah. Can't remember what they were emailing. But he said ultimately, he was like, you know, ultimately it's their fault for not having good enough security. So I was like, yeah, but they're not going to see it that way. Surprised nothing came out of me, like, accessing it from my account. Didn't even mean to originally. But at the same time, I think we had elevated privileges because of our course. So most people were not able to do it. But people in our class were able to do it because we had like admin privileges on the computer. Because we would have to install software. And
We have done very well. My uncle is sure to be impressed.
Which is always fun. Which also meant people would just like play games. I remember there was one kid in my class that would always be playing, like, instead of actually, because you kind of got left alone, and if you didn't do the work, then that's kind of your fault then. But they were just like speedrunning Mario 64. I feel like that was the only thing I ever saw them do. And then they just did all the work when they were at home. From what I understand. Because he got a good grade. I think he did better than me in some subjects. I was just like, how? I know how, because ultimately I did a lot of stuff, and then instead of like continuing with my stuff, I was just helping out the rest of the people. There was like 2-3 people that were just constantly asking, like just ask me questions, and then I'd then help them and have to explain. I had to basically be their like extra private teacher. While speedrunning Mario 64, I'd say they were pretty good.
Time for my nephew to learn
Like,
what it takes to lead.
from my limited understanding of what a good speedrun looks
I
like.
hate when he talks like this. I understand another dwarf is to be traveling with us.
Right, chuck that away. 2 new level 115 items. What I'll probably do then is I will try and gather the 115 blue gear that we were looking at, the one from the
Forgive
quest.
the mess, my friend.
And then when we
I
get to
had only been
115,
cleaning for a short time when I found
yeah, when we get to 115,
you.
what we'll do is obviously equip that and equip everything else we've got from quests and such, which won't be much more because I think the next quest after this is 116, or this is 116. No, this is 117. So I don't think we'll be getting much more 115 gear. This might start being a 120 gear, to be honest. But yeah, what I think we might end up doing is grabbing that gear beforehand, and at 115, then we'll switch out what gear we have. Or I might even just do research into 115 gear for Runekeepers and just try and find the best in slot for the minute. Because, I mean, we do still have this, but again, I'm holding out to 120 for this stuff. But even still, this is actually some case worse still than what we have. Like, obviously, yeah, that's a lot more will, a lot more vitality, but the tactical mastery does really suffer. But I guess we also get fate. But we also lose the essence slot, so kind of sucks. The secret must mean something. I think, right? Is it not? Yeah, you just have to. You're just gonna have to double do that. Well, yeah, there's that. I could have gotten blue 112 stuff, but it wasn't worth the motes. Like, this stuff only cost me 60 motes a piece, 60 or 70, like, depending on what it was. So it was very, very cheap ultimately to get. And then it disenchants to like 40, so you're actually getting, I think this costs 70 and I get 40, so I'm actually getting over half back, which is still pretty good. Like, that's a good return at the end. I also need to get my 115 chisel ready. That's an idea. Oh wait, what? I've got like actually look for a thing. Open chest. There's an open chest. I forgot because I was in the wrong place. Okay. Okay. So yeah, looking at this. Chisel of Lightning, 115. Exceptional Doomfold Chisel. So looking at what we have now, we have the exceptional Anorian Chisel of Lightning, which these stats are correct according to the wiki. Or the wiki stats are correct according to the game. So we go from 1040. Wait, where is it? Here it is. Wait, what's. Okay. So if we get the critted exceptional one, we go up to 9,272 tactical mastery, which is pretty decent. You know, it's nearly 10k. We go and get 4,501 max morale, which is also nice. We get 3,865 power, which is significantly better than the max power we have currently. And we also get 10,180 crit rating, which is yeah, about 4 times as much as we currently have right now. So, yeah. I'd say it's worth it. Problem is, I am currently stuck on a Norian Metalsmith. Once I get to Doomfold, I will be able to immediately get that. And then Ironfold... Wait, Ironfold afterwards? Ironfold is 120, right? So once I get to Doomfold, I have more than enough to crit. And then, yeah, Ironfold, I will also, I think, have enough to crit immediately. And then the Minas Ithil one we already have. But even on top of that, like, we then go to 22,130 Tactical Mastery, 33,448 crit, 6,389 max power, and also max morale. So, yes, significant boosts. I also want to get another runestone, or a rune satchel, because I need to start gathering some of these rep. Is the Black Book? I actually kind of love and hate this room. It reminds me of the Dark Brotherhood in Oblivion, to be honest. Right, I'm going to deconstruct this. I'm not looking for any legacies, so we're not going to worry about it. But I do like the ability to have legendary fragments ready. And we got a load of tier 6s, and also just one large ones of those. So I'm going to meld a new unidentified item. So let's get one of those. Am I messing with the Black Book Brotherhood? Well, possibly. Depends on what you... Would you define Karazgar as part of that? Because then, yes, I'm probably messing with it. I can probably find a few 100s while I'm around, but... So that we actually have something for the low tier ones to go into. And then these 87Ks we'll just hold on to. Or 870,000 ones we'll hold into for when we need to just max out our weapons. Because I'm starting on my moats.
For how long has this chamber remained hidden beneath our very noses?
Okay.
What evils
Chapter
might have been worked
8.1.
within-
Part of me just feels like I need to go and do a load of those, but I'm not going to. Instead, we're going to leave Yarnfast as is for today. 170k. So we're going to be getting like 340k experience when we come back to this. That's going to be pretty cool. We could actually, if I use the hour double XP thing, I would actually be getting 700,000, I think, experience. Near enough. 690,000 experience per quest. That's pretty crazy. Maybe because we're going to take a little bit of time off from Palpatine. Maybe I'll go and gather a bunch of enhanced XP supplies, and we can use that as an advantage to push up. Because we are currently under-leveled. So it would make sense for us to kind of try and catch back up in terms of leveling. But we'll see how we feel. At the very least, the enhanced XP supplies could be an interesting thing. Maybe we could have double XP all the way to 120. That's only 45 more to go. I'm certainly going to try and get the 25 soon. That's my plan. I think that'll be fun. Right, though, I think that it will be us done. That is a lot of scrolls. Not scroll. 45 enhanced XP supplies. Minus a bit, actually, because we don't even need 45, because we already get one for the day. And then... with what when I mentioned it earlier? No, that was more for like preparing. Basically, I talked about getting all the 130 stuff ready for Palpatine. So that's a very long time away. Well, not a very long time, but a decently long wait before that is needed. And that was more for like, you know, we did those like Minas Morgul instances, and we occasionally got those Minas Ithil drops. The idea would be that I want to go for those essences, or not essences, those relics on there. So like sealed glimmering Ithil setting of brutality and vitality, and then enchantment and no, not like today. I still don't think it's a huge issue for the moment, but sometime soon. For now though, should we leave off with one final school run at level 80? Maybe 81 again. We're gonna go 81 and see what nice fancy gear we get.
The school at Thom Mirdine was once a pinnacle of learning during the age of the Noldor.
It'd actually been pretty cool if I could get like, if I was able to get all of my characters to like level 100, or technically 130, right, would be the ultimate goal. Maybe 115. We could make it so that anytime you make a character, we can get gear for you above like level 50. Because I can already craft you stuff, but some of this stuff is, in some cases, better than the crafted stuff anyway. And we can do a couple runs every so often. Just here. See what we get. Anything fancy? Nope. Because the gear will be based on what you... yeah, the gear will be based on the class. I might even buy some character slots, especially if they're on sale right now. I might buy some character slots on my alt account and just make one of each character. And just have it there for, like, maybe just farm them through these occasionally with one of each of my characters. Or I could even walk them to them eventually. But the idea would be that I could just get gear, like double the gear. Well, I'd buy them on my alt account. But let's say, you know, you're playing Captain or something. Or let's say Runekeeper even still. Let's say Runekeeper, right? Oh, we got like a pocket item and a necklace. I wonder if that's better or the same as the other necklace. Nope, it's exactly the same necklace I had already. And I think this is exactly the same pocket item I sent you. That's kind of annoying. Okay, one final thing we're going to try. We're going to just kill the last guys down here. See if we get anything better. But the idea would be, if I come here with a Runekeeper, right, at level 80, not only can I gear him up with the stuff you know, the reject stuff, as it were, but also we can just grab you occasionally some items. That would be at least the plan. Though, to be fair, I've not seen too much. I guess hats... What have we seen? We've seen helmet. Yeah, we've seen hat, gloves, necklace, ring, bracelet, I think. And pocket item. So I haven't seen earrings, have I? I can't remember. I feel like I haven't seen much in terms of armor. Like, robes or whatever. But at least, like, some blue gear as you level would be nice to just kind of hold on to. Right, anyway. We're not going to worry about those. I'm gonna worry about those. I'll hold on to those just in case they are better or worse or whatever than what I originally sent you. A load of 106 stuff. Legendary fragments. We'll hold on to that for the minute. And the rest, 3 gold. I'm so rich with my 37 gold. 36.643. It's 64.2. I lied. And then eventually I'm going to get rid of all this stuff. Like, this is a level 77. Should be alright. It's pretty decent. Might start farming some level 85 stuff and then comparing it to... yeah, I might go get some level 85 stuff and compare it to what the crafted 85 stuff looks like. And see which is better. Anyway. That's us done for the night. Tomorrow will be a regular old stream. No late night start kind of thing. I'm not sure if I'll start early, but I do want to try and get a bit of editing done if I can, and then play a couple hours of Faerand. I think is the plan. Level 65 Mirkwood. Let's see if we can finish Mirkwood, I guess would be the idea. Should be an interesting one. Anyway, thank you all for coming along. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. No, not 0 to 65, 60 to 65. No. I'm going now.